There are filed by Mr. Lamb. I'm going to start at the back and move forward. Motion to quash subpoenas, Mr. Lamb. You filed a motion to quash the subpoena whereby you request recorded transcripts in case number 08MAP4 and 07C710. Give me your reasoning behind that.
Your Honor, there's no relevance to getting these records. I mean, they're contributing delinquent to the minor. It's the same. One of them is the same victim that he's charged with stalking and assault at this time. One of them is a civil case. I'm not sure what any bearing that will have upon these two cases. So I made a motion to quash both of them. If he's going to go into contributing delinquent to the minor, he does at his own peril when it comes to trial.
Mr. Dunlap?
Your Honor, my client has been advised that it wouldn't necessarily be a terrific idea to bring up other matters that make him look like a bad guy on multiple occasions. That being said, he recalls vividly the hearing and the judge making on record, making statements regarding Miss Ashley's veracity. And he thinks that, considering we're dealing with the same victim who he believes has trumped up these charges and issues once again, is significant. More importantly, Ashley said while she was on the stand that she was coerced by her mother, the cop, and the prosecutor. We don't know that activity hasn't happened again, and Your Honor, I think, specifically referred to Miss Redden as a liar when she was on the stand. So either she's a liar or she's coerced by the prosecution, neither of which look good for the state's case, and I think are highly relevant. And we did go through normal...
What is case number 07C710? What's that case?
Let me try to work through my labyrinth and recall.
It's a civil case. I didn't actually look at the file, but it's a kind of civil case. I'm not sure what it is.
Your Honor, that was a civil matter regarding the arresting officer, Trooper Dockworth.
That's where I issued an order dismissing the case because Trooper Dockworth works for the West Virginia State Police. The West Virginia State Police is part of the Department of Military Affairs, which is the name of the department. It has the state police, it has the National Guard, it has all those other numbers. But anyway, he is part of the West Virginia State Police, which is administratively under the Department of Military Affairs. The state code requires, and this is my recollection of why I dismissed that case, state code requires that if you are going to sue an agency of the state of West Virginia, you must give that agency 30 days written notice prior to the time you file your complaint. Mr. Collins did not do that in that case. I therefore dismissed the case. That had to do with Mr. Collins' allegations that Duckworth, Fraser, and Kincaid engaged in illegal conduct whereby he was in fact battered and not the other way around. So I removed the structure from the docket. All right, so there's nothing in 07-2 that's relevant to this case.
But for, Your Honor, and I understand you'll probably not grant the motion, but for that information would have been highly relevant in his motion to recuse Your Honor, because this is the third time he's in front of the court, and if this was decided...
He's here on the luck of the draw, Mr. Dunlap. I have nothing against your client. I ruled against your client apparently on a couple of occasions. But that does not affect me. As I stated in my response to his motion, as I stated in response to his motion to accuse me, it doesn't matter who he is or what his accused is doing. I'm not going to...
Oh, Your Honor, no, I apologize.
Well, no, what you're saying is the fact that I have been in front of him, he's been in front of me on three separate occasions, creates bias. I deny that bias.
No, Your Honor, that wasn't what I was saying. What I was saying was it was his position that that's why we shouldn't have had our motion for the subpoena quashed, was because it was for information to support that motion. Pat was making the argument that the subpoena should have been quashed. I was trying to argue with.
So you're arguing that the only reason that you need the transcript for that material is because it would have supported your motion to quash, or the motion to recuse me.
Yes, Your Honor, which is part of this case and relevant, but the court has ruled on that.
It's irrelevant now.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're done with that. All right, now, Mr. Lamp, so I'm going to grant your motion to quash the records and transcripts from 08-MAP4 and 07-C710 as not being relevant to issues that are currently pending before the court. The issue of whether or not I should be off this case has been resolved, as far as I'm concerned. Right, what else do we have here? Motion to suppress evidence. Mr. Dunlap, you filed a motion. What evidence are you seeking to suppress? Essentially, you're saying anything that wasn't supplied before December 10, 2012 is dead? Is that...
I'm just hoping the court takes judicial notice of the order passed down by Magistrate Jones after...
Mr. Lamp, what's your position on that?
Your Honor, we've provided another file. We've given Mr. Dunlap has reviewed the file. We've given him everything we have. We have nothing else to give.
All right.